This is a place for planting, for digging, for harvesting, for relaxing. It's a place to get your hands dirty, but most of all, it's about having fun. And that's what you'll always have when you're in the garden with Doug Oster. You want a green thumb too, don't you?
All right, Doug, here we go. We're going to do a nice gentle stretch through our tendons in our hands. So we're going to hold our arm out straight, and we're going to take our left hand, and we're just going to pull the fingers back really gently. You don't want any pain in this, and everybody has a different level of comfort. So you want to go till it just feels good. And then you want to stretch and do this with your other hand. Hold it out straight and gently pull the fingers back. Anywhere from 4 to 10 times is best. So until you feel like a nice stretch through it.
Okay, next exercise.
Okay, the next one, we would take a shovel. We hold it out straight, and again, keep your arms straight. You hold it, and then you drop it. And then you lift it, and you drop it. The whole time keeping it out as straight as you can. And drop it. And I do this probably 10 to 12 times until your comfort level again.
And the third?
Third one, you just use a simple trowel. So before you start digging in the garden, you just hold it out and you stretch. You'll feel this stretch a lot more through into your shoulder and all the way down to your wrist. And you just do like this. It's very simple. And it just flexes that tendon.
For you, why is it important to do this before you start work?
I do this because after many years of doing this, I developed a repetitive injury in my hand, both hands actually, and I had to have surgery in my carpal tunnel. So.
And doing the exercises has kept you healthy?
Yes, very much so. After the surgery, I don't have any tendon issues at all. I can do all day with that, and I don't have any issues. But before, it was very painful, and it's a very painful thing to go through.
I'm Patrick Martin. I'm exercise physiologist and supervisor for the Wellbeing Center at Excela Health. Today we're here at Excela Square at Norwin, and I'm here with my co-worker Ryan Taucher, who is also an exercise physiologist for the Wellbeing Center of Excela Health. What we're going to do is a couple of exercises and stretches to help you get ready for gardening and to help you to go through gardening. And we're actually going to start with the stretches at the top of the body, and we're going to work our way down to the lower body. First thing that we're going to do is going to be the neck stretch. 8 to 12 seconds for each side. You want to count out loud just to make sure that you know that you're breathing, because breathing is essential and crucial when it comes to stretches. We're going to start one side of the body.
1, 2.
And to make it quick, we'll kind of quicken him up. Coming to the other side, making sure you go that 8 to 12 seconds. Coming down to the front, and then coming to the back. 2 times for each side that we want to do. All right, so 8 to 12 seconds for each one of those, and like I said, 2 times each. Make sure that you're breathing, and also make sure that you are counting out loud so that you know that you're breathing. Next, we're going to move down to the shoulders and the back. Ryan's actually going to wrap his arm, bringing it out and across his body, and just holding some tension on that shoulder area. Once you feel that tension, you know that you're doing that exercise correctly. Don't feel pain. Now, 8 to 12 seconds. Excellent. All right, so we're going to move down a little bit further now. We're actually going to do a lower back stretch. What Ryan's going to do is he's going to let his body fall to the ground. Excellent. Controlled, obviously. But he's going to bend those knees, so he takes a lot of pressure. I'm going to come over here. He takes a lot of pressure off of his hamstrings, and he's mostly focusing on his lower back for that stretch. 8 to 12 seconds. Make sure he's counting out loud. Whenever you do this, come on back up. Slowly, don't want to do very quick movements, because remember, it's a stretch. It's not supposed to be very hard, very difficult. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep Ryan's legs a little bit more straight so that we focus on the hamstrings as well. So Ryan's going to come on down, just let his body fall, and you can see how his legs are a little bit more straight, and also his knees, they're not locked out, but they're a little bit less bent than what they were before. And then this will focus on the lower back, but more on the glute muscle and also the hamstrings. Come on up. And next is going to be the quadricep stretch. Now this is going to be the larger muscle, and Ryan's going to grab a chair in order for us to have a little assistance, because it's a little bit of a difficult stretch. Now what Ryan is actually going to do is he's going to place his foot right up on the chair, kind of have most of his shin going to be supported, and then holding onto the wall. What this is allowing the body to do is stretch out this quadricep muscle, which is in the front of the body. And if this feels a little easy, you don't feel the tension, Ryan can actually kind of dip down a little bit more where that knee is going to get bent slightly more, and then that quadricep is going to get more of a stretch in this exercise as well. Now, if you don't require the chair, if you can do this on your own, what you can do is grabbing onto a little bit above the toes or even the toes. Same thing, you're going to get more range of motion with this because obviously it's not as far down as the chair. But all he's doing is holding on to it, counting out loud, 8 to 12 seconds, making sure that you're breathing 2 times each leg. These exercises are important because they help with injury prevention by keeping the body flexible and making sure that they're constantly staying warmed up, that you don't let them go cold, you don't let them tighten up, especially over the winter. But also, whenever you're engaging them a lot during the gardening season, you want to make sure that you're getting your body warmed up, doing them before you do the gardening, and then doing them after, so you allow your body to cool down and maintain that flexibility.